Hello everyone, we are the field science students from BSc Science III-2.
I am John Peter De Leon.
I am Chris De Leon. I am Joanna May Hermono.
I am James Dean Paul C. Macadamia.
I am Micaela Soriano. And I am Ariana Juvel T. Sukga.
Welcome to our Field Study Vlog.
In this video, we will share our experiences and learning from Field Study 1 to Field Study 7, including our observation in real-life classrooms, our reflections, and how these connect to the PPST domains.
We conducted our observation in a real classroom setting where we saw how teachers teach, manage students, and create meaningful learning.
Field Study 1 focuses on content knowledge and pedagogy. We observe how the teacher explained gas laws like Boyle's law and Charles' law. The teacher used step-by-step methods like Gressa method, real-life examples like hot air balloons, and visual tools like PowerPoints and videos. We learned that strong content knowledge helps the teacher explain clearly and correct mistakes easily.
It's about creating a safe and supportive learning environment. We observed that the teacher remained calm, respectful, and fair. Even when students made mistakes, the teacher guided them instead of embarrassing them. We also saw routines like checking attendance, reviewing lessons, and setting clear rules. Our field study also focuses on diverse learners. We noticed that students have different abilities and learning styles. Some learn fast, while others need more help. The teacher used strategies like asking questions, giving examples, and guiding students step by step to help everyone understand.
In curriculum and planning, we observed how the lessons was connected to the curriculum, especially in MELTs. The teacher followed clear objectives and used activities like problem solving and discussions. This shows that good planning helps students achieve the learning goals.
In assessment and reporting, we saw how the teacher checks students' understanding through recitation, board work, and problem solving. The teacher also gave feedback immediately, helping students improve their answers. In community linkages and professional engagement, teachers do not only teach inside the classroom. They also guide students in behavior, values, and responsibility. We observe how the teacher handled issues like missing items and student behavior professionally. And lastly, on personal growth and professional development, as future teachers, we learned that teaching is not easy. It requires patience, knowledge, and continuous learning.
One of our main observations is that the teacher used real-life examples to explain difficult concepts. For example, when discussing gas laws, the teacher used situations like hot air balloons and daily experiences. This helps students understand the lesson better because they could relate it to it.
We also noticed that the teacher encouraged active participation. Students were asked questions, told to answer, and even asked to solve problems on the board. Because of this, students were not just listening, they were also thinking and participating. Another important observation is the use of ICT tools like PowerPoint, videos, and GIF animations. These materials help students visualize abstract concepts, especially in science topics that are hard to imagine. It made the lesson more interesting and easier to understand.
We observed that the teacher practiced effective classroom management. Even when students became noisy or distracted, the teacher stayed calm and used proper ways to regain attention. He did not shout, but instead, he used voice control and clear instruction.
We also noticed that the teacher showed respect to all students. When students made mistakes, the teacher did not embarrass them. Instead, he asked guiding questions and helped them correct their answers step by step. Overall, our observation showed that an effective classroom is not just about teaching content, but also about how the teacher communicates, manages the class, and supports students. Because of these practices, the classroom became more engaging, respectful, and student-centered. Our observations are closely connected to the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers, or PPST, which guide teachers in their profession.
For the main one, content knowledge and pedagogy, we saw that the teacher has a strong understanding of a lesson. explain concepts clearly, use step-by-step methods, and connected ideas to real-life situations. This shows that mastering the subject is important for effective teaching.
For Domain 2, learning environment, the teacher created a classroom that is safe, respectful, and organized. Students felt comfortable to answer even if they were not sure of their answers. This kind of environment helps students learn without fear.
For Domain 3, diversity of learners, we observe that students have different abilities and learning styles. The teacher used different strategies like questioning, visual aids, and step-by-step explanations to help all learners understand.
For Domain 4, which is curriculum and planning, the lesson was clearly organized and aligned with learning objectives. The teacher followed a structured flow from review to discussion and to practice. This shows that proper planning helps achieve learning goals.
For Domain 5, assessment and reporting, the teacher checks students' understanding through recitation, board work, and problem-solving activities.
Lastly, for Domain 6 and 7, professional engagement and personal growth. The teacher showed professionalism in handling situations and demonstrated dedication to teaching. This reminds us that teachers must continue improving and learning in their profession.
We learn the importance of respect and fairness. A teacher must treat all students equally and give everyone a chance to participate.
Through this experience, we realized that teaching is not just about explaining lessons in front of the class. It involves understanding students and making sure they are learning.
We learned that students have different needs, so teachers must be flexible and patient. A single teaching method is not enough for all learners.
We also realized that good teaching requires preparation. Teachers must plan their lessons, choose the right strategies, and prepare materials that will help students understand.
Another important realization is that mistakes are part of learning. Teachers should guide students in correcting their mistakes instead of making them feel embarrassed.
Overall, this experience helped us understand the real responsibilities of a teacher. It inspires us to become teachers who are knowledgeable, patient, and dedicated to helping students succeed. Teachers play a very important role in shaping the future of every student.
They do not only teach lessons, but they also guide students in developing values, discipline, and confidence.
Through our experience, we realized that teaching is not an easy profession. It requires hard work, patience, and dedication every day.
That is why teachers deserve our respect, appreciation, and support.
We should recognize their efforts in helping students learn and grow, even in difficult situations.
As future teachers, we also commit ourselves to become responsible, passionate, and committed educators.
Thank you for watching our field study vlog. We hope you learned something from our journey.